was the greatest 13-year-old go-kart racer in all of Millwood, New York, back in the 1980s.
Wow.
Now you may wonder, what does that mean? And why does he seem so happy and proud about that? Well, fellow Toastmasters, TME, let me take you back to my hometown where I lived. If you stood there, in front of you is my house. Brand new, beautiful, just painted white, 2-story house. And in front of it is a big lawn. Green grass, trimmed, no weeds, nice and smooth, bushes along the edge. And as you stood there, you would look and say, what a perfect life that family inside must live. What a wonderful childhood that kid must be enjoying. But as some of you may know, those things in life that look so beautiful and polished from the outside are often much less perfect as experienced on the inside. I was a painfully shy kid, filled with anxiousness about doing the wrong thing, about disappointing other people. I was almost constantly sick. I went to the hospital probably almost 100 times because I couldn't breathe with asthma. And that beautiful vision of the family took another twist when my parents got divorced and my dad moved far away and 2 new step-parents came into my life. One of them was my stepdad, Nick. Now Nick, in the fancy, proper view of many in my hometown, came from the wrong part of our local area. He was the child of an immigrant couple, came over from Italy not speaking a word of English and working hard at blue-collar jobs to raise their kids. Nick ran around the streets of White Plains, New York, causing trouble. Uninterested in school, he dropped out of high school at age 17 to join the Navy. He was, in the view of my grandmother, maybe not the best choice to join our perfect little family. But to me, Nick was one of the greatest things that has ever happened in my life. Where I was afraid and cautious, he charged into every day to live life to its fullest. Where I worried what people thought, he didn't care. And where I didn't think I really mattered, he showed me I did. He spent countless hours with me. Playing golf together at the golf course. He took me to comic book collecting conventions and coin collection conventions. We drove together down to Florida for summer vacations. Oh, and the go-kart. My career as a go-kart racer. Nick was driving home one day from work. It wasn't anyone's birthday or Christmas or anything. He just stopped to chat with his friend at the Ford car dealership. This was particularly dangerous because Nick was very impulsive, and just a quick chat might result in suddenly there's a new car coming into our driveway and the old one has vanished. But today, it wasn't a car, it was a go-kart. Now, for those of you who may not know, a go-kart is like a miniature car built for a kid, but it's got a gas engine, and it's fast. And this go-kart, it was built after a 1935 Ford hot rod convertible. It was bright yellow, it had fire painted down the side. It was the coolest thing ever. I got behind the wheel of that. I don't care, it's fine. I got behind the wheel and I started tearing around that front yard. I turned it into a racetrack. I would tear around the corners with grass and dirt flying into the air. I took that beautiful, perfect, smooth green lawn that Nick had created, our face to the neighborhood, and I turned it into a messy, chaotic go-kart racetrack. And I love my life as the world's fastest 13-year-old tearing around that. As I think back, it's almost unimaginable how he let me do that. But to Nick, he didn't believe that the image, that the face that you put out to the world should ever get in the way of the laughter and the joy of a kid. As I think back, I loved that go-kart. I loved imagining myself as a go-kart racer tearing around in it. I loved the speed, I loved the thrill, but much more, as I think back even today, I loved it because it was a symbol of an amazing stepfather. Someone who took a shy, nervous little kid and showed him it's okay to put that worry down. That I could live my life without worrying what other people thought. That I should live my life with joy and that I should care for people around me. And even if I need to tear up a few lawns along the way. TMA.